Alright, peace, black family. This is part 1 of why the president of Haiti was truly assassinated. No cap, no conspiracy theories. Listen.
In our one and only interview, Haiti's president talks about why his government hasn't administered a single vaccine and doesn't plan to. But Moise says there is a relationship Haitians have with nature that protects them from coronavirus and a plant that produces certain tea called asosimo that's made with ginger root. I'm telling you what I've witnessed, he says.
And finally, Haiti is one of the countries that will be receiving vaccines from the United States. We will be prepared to deliver those hopefully as early as next week.
Alright, peace, black family. This is part 2 on why the president of Haiti was truly assassinated. And let me start off by saying this for everybody who was saying, well, he was a bad president and this is why this happened. The only type of president that the United States don't like is a president that wants to do good by their people.
Calvin, so what's going on when it comes to COVID? COVID has taken over the world. What is their case count like? Any plans for vaccinations? What is it like in Haiti?
Surprisingly, Haiti has one of the lowest COVID-19 rates in the world.
Wow.
Haiti has one of the lowest COVID-19 rates in the world.
Wow.
Haiti has one of the lowest COVID-19 rates in the world.
Wow.
And scientists are mystified about why, because no one, as I saw firsthand, is wearing a mask. It's the country's constitutional crisis that now has the attention of Washington. More than 60 members of Congress want Moise to reconsider his June 27th election. More than 60 members of Congress want Moise to reconsider his June 27th election, taking several referendums to voters for major changes to the nation's 1987 Constitution. One potential change includes allowing members of the Haitian diaspora to vote and even run for office. Allowing members of the Haitian diaspora to vote and even run for office.
But Haitians are believing it and adopting that message.
True, because it's drilled into their skull. They're giving them food for fate. Drilled into their skull. They're giving them food for fate.
Another example is Haiti. Haiti has been hit by hurricanes several times, and the United States and other countries are saturated with birth control. In Haiti now, any woman, 90% of women at least, can now get access to any kind of birth control they want to, government funded, but less than 20% of the Haitians have access to clean drinking water. Now try to imagine there being a natural catastrophe in a country like Canada or Australia or France or England. And we go in there and we say to them, we're not going to offer you any kind of aid unless you accept our philosophy on birth control and population control. That will be outrageous. But that's our standard operating procedure when we go to a black country after a catastrophe of some kind.
If Haiti just quietly sunk into the Caribbean or rose up 300 feet, it wouldn't matter a whole lot to her.